I heard help, companies, and finance, and I suspect many in the room picked up those keywords as well. Alexander, join us, please. Go ahead. Yep, go ahead.
Testing. Okay. Thank you very much to Backbone, Alpha, all the sponsors, and all of you for giving us the opportunity to present to you here today. My name is Alexander Rink. I'm the CEO of Gazaro, and I'd like to tell you about our $5 billion opportunity in the area of retail price intelligence. So a little bit of background to start things off. Our technology, our core platform, has been under development for over 4 years, and we initially launched it back in 2008 to TechCrunch, and in 2009 to Demo, as a B2C application, the comparison shopping engine. We actually spun the company out in 2010. I joined in June 2010 as CEO with a mandate of finding the best fit for the technology platform. And just in the last year, since we pivoted to the B2B space as a software as a service in April 2011, I can't talk about specific clients, but what I can say is that 5 of the 9 billion-dollar-plus retailers have become customers of ours in just the last year of our refocusing the company as a business-to-business software as a service. So what's the pain that our customers felt and that other retailers feel that drives them to come to us? And that pain is price transparency. Price has always been one of the single biggest influencers in purchasing, in consumer shopping behavior and why they purchase and what influences them to purchase. But since 2008, the downturn in 2008, and the lingering unemployment in the US, shoppers have become bigger deal seekers than ever before. And enabled by mobile devices, they can go into any sort of retail store, barcode scan products, and immediately see the pricing on over 30 different competitors. So now retailers, it's increasingly, and it's now essential for them to have the right price at the time the shopper is actually viewing the product, whether it be in store or online, in order to get the sale. And please note that when I say right price, I don't mean lowest price. I mean the right price given their strategy and their offering. So they need to have visibility on the market. We estimate that just in retail, in terms of lost sales, that there's over $225 billion in lost opportunities from people not buying when they don't have the right price. So what do? We use artificial intelligence to give retailers the information they need in order to set the right price and have it at the time that the consumer is actually looking at the product. We are constantly crawling the web, pulling out pricing on products. We're storing that in a database and classifying it, and then we're surfacing the intelligence and the analytics to retailers in order to enable them to put the right price on their products. In terms of the value of this information, well, one of our customers, well, actually a couple of our customers ran pilots, and what we found is that when they repriced their products based upon the information and the intelligence that we give to them, they were able to increase revenues by 40-60% and unit sales by 60-90%. So as I mentioned, it's a pretty large market. We've done a detailed breakdown on the different opportunities that we see. We're focused right now in 2012 on consumer electronics for retailers in North America, and increasingly to appliances and entertainment and games. Over the course of the next few years, we see growth across different categories in retail. We see growth across different market sectors. So not only large retailers that we're currently focusing on that are over $1 billion, but also small to medium-sized retailers, of which there are literally hundreds of thousands, but also manufacturers, channels, and data aggregators. Also geographies. Our platform is completely transferable to other currencies and nationalities, so we'll absolutely be growing internationally as well. So how do we deliver this? Well, just over the course of the last year, we've learned a lot, obviously, about the market. We're continually honing our learning. But what we found, well, what we are as a software as a service, we're cloud-based, so we're infinitely scalable. But it's very easy for us to set up customers. We can trial them incredibly easily. They can start at 4 figures. They can also start at 6 figures, as has definitely been the case. But even when they start at 4 figures, they can absolutely grow to 6 figures. So we have customers, for example, that started at $25,000 for 6 months for a pilot, and one of those customers has turned into over $400,000 of recurring revenue. So very easy to trial, very easy to set up, and then ongoing recurring revenue. And growth across a variety of different manners like applications, reports and analytics, or covering more products and more competitors for them. So So underlying all of this is our core technology platform that I mentioned, which we've had under development for over 4 years. And that intellectual property is what's giving us the competitive advantage versus our competitors. It's the extensible fuzzy reasoning engine, XFire is what we call it. It has patent pending algorithms that look at over 100 variables to ensure that we deliver the highest quality of data and the highest volume of data compared to our competitors. And what our customers have told us is that we deliver more visibility, we deliver better visibility, and we deliver it faster than anyone else. And on that faster point, one of our customers, 6 figures recurring revenue, and they were using another provider for a year before they even found out about us, and they literally moved from the time when they first found out about us to a signed purchase order in 6 business days. So it gives you a sense for how quickly we can respond and how impressed they were with what we delivered to them. So where do we fit in terms of the overall ecosystem? Well, as the last presenter mentioned, a lot of it is not about big data. It's about actually surfacing the intelligence and the insights from the information. But critical in all of that, the foundation of it all is the data. You can't get the insights without the data. And so we're at the starting point where we bring in better data and more data than anyone else, and we're actually turning that into visibility and intelligence. There are a lot of companies that play in the insight space. Like, for example, there's a company called Demand Tech in price optimization that was just acquired by IBM for $440 million. And there are a variety of others in the price optimization space. There are a variety of other companies in ERP and business analytics, which is a $59 billion market, including IBM, SAS, SAP, Oracle Retail. And there are other companies that provide and focus on the insight side, like web analytics companies and information providers. All of them can use the data and the intelligence that we provide as an input to their systems. So what about the team? So on this slide, we've got 5 of our most senior team members, and there's an average of 25 years of experience among these 5 team members. And every single one of these team members has been through at least one exit. In addition to that, with the exception of Dan McCarthy, our CFO, who's been a CFO for over 30 years in a variety of different startups, every single member of this team has been a founder or a CEO of a startup company. And so we have a lot of bench strength in terms of our team. So what's our achievement been like, or what's our progress been like over the course of the last 7 quarters? So since I joined in June of 2010, you can see the revenues have increased pretty significantly. Initially with some additional revenue on the B2C side, but since our change in focus to the B2B, you can see a real acceleration. There's a seasonal variation there in Q4, and the reason you see that the loss increased in Q1 is because we started to accelerate as we sold contracts and we're delivering to our customers. So overall, summarizing, traction, a lot of traction with top retailers, billion-dollar-plus retailers, monetizable pain in a $5 billion market, best-in-class technology that's been developed over the course of the last 4 years and that we're continually honing and improving upon, and a significantly aged or veteran team of startup veterans. Now this will be the close of the presentation, but there's actually, I'd ask your indulgence for one more thing, which is we are looking for financing. We just did close on $750,000 from OCE and IAF, but if we are looking for an additional $500,000 of private equity financing, so if there are any VCs or angels in the room, please come speak to me or VP of Marketing, Drew Williams, after the presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Alexander, the obvious question here seems to be with the team you have, with the technology you have, and with some of the big name successes you've had, what's the hurdle? What seems to be holding you back? And I guess B, why do you need to win this more than these guys do if you're so successful already?
Well, I guess those are sort of 2 related questions. The first one, I don't know that anything's holding us back, quite frankly.
Okay.
But the second thing, and why we need to win it, I mean, quite frankly, why does anybody need to win anything? We go out and we do the best we can, and we think this is a good opportunity for us to showcase our company and quite frankly, expose it to people that may be interested in it.
I guess what I'm asking is there a challenge that you're trying to overcome? Is there a hurdle in the future? I guess financing is one of them. Is there anything else that you've identified as like the next thing you need to accomplish in order to achieve what you want to achieve?
Yeah, I mean, the next focus for us is obviously just greater penetration with customers. We're really proving out our technology. We've sold our product roadmap into some very large clients. I mentioned $400,000 recurring revenue, and so we're really increasing the strength of our development team. So one challenge is just taking our product up to the next level.
Okay.
And then I think the second one after that is just dominating in our chosen area of focus, which is consumer electronics, and then penetrating other categories as well.
And I suppose, just as in the early days of business intelligence, the biggest advantages for your customers will be those who jump on this early, I would guess, before their competitors start to use it. Is that correct? It's going to be an early mover kind of advantage?
Well, I think, like anything else, it's never the wrong time to do the right thing. And so yes, there's always an advantage in being smarter about your business. So yes, there's an advantage in starting earlier, but it's not as if, unless you, quite frankly, don't do anything and you end up dying as a company,
right.
It's always a good time to get started doing the right thing.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was great.